Okay, I'm going to do a video on ocean drumlins, starting off in Baja, California. And we find these nice drumlins here. They're very straight and are characteristic of the drumlin shape, just like what you'd find in Canada or other regions. But due to its location and how it's right next to this salt scour here, we can infer that it was created by the ocean current. And these drumlins are kind of covering this wide expanse of this salt scabland type of area. And we also see other features, streamlined ripples. That's what these features are. And then we also find sediment lobes in a straight lined formation, which these straight lines are basically drumlins. And then we see how they kind of transition into sediment lobes and have that rounded front. And here we have more sediment lobes going forward. And they kind of turn into drumlins as well. And they're in the same orientation as the drumlins. So these long, straight sediment lobes, they kind of straighten out into drumlins right as you kind of go right next to drumlins. So these are clearly made from sheet water flow, and these are clearly depositional features from a river or any type of moving water current. So this transition here is very important into understanding drumlin formation, and especially ocean drumlins as well. Okay, now we're in Peru, and when we zoom out we can kind of see the straight lined formations, but what really pops out in this area is this here. These are streamlined ripples, but they're kind of all by themselves now. But you can see that they have the exact same pattern as these ripples here. Or they're the same feature. They just don't have other ripples around them. So it's a streamlined patch of sediment. And when we check out how massive these guys are, let's go into miles, 1.35 miles. And you can see the steep edge is right there, so it makes perfect sense that this is exactly that feature. And the thickness of the mounds are these features, 40 meters on the top, down here about 9 or 10 meters, so it's about 90 feet thick. So it's over a mile wide, 90 feet thick. Here's another one. And then when you look at the trail, you also find more of these. And that's just in that streamlined arm of it. There's more of these features. So we get a lot of ideas of streamlining water current. And I think there's more over here as well. Yeah, these are pretty sick. Yeah, it's over a mile. And you can see, if you watch my last video on rivers, you can see that this is exactly like what we find on the bottom of a riverbed. All these features, but these are now lone features. They're kind of separated. They're not exactly in a ripple pattern anymore. But yeah, these paths are kind of, you see the parallel paths. So this right here is basically a drumlin. This is a drumlin. That's a drumlin. Streamlined shape. Sediment lobes. Find some more streamlined shapes. Definitely made by water too. These are very, very large, over a mile. And you can see how the river curves right around it. Takes a lot of force to make a feature that large. And you find some accretion ridges. Okay, now we're in South America. Believe that is right around the border between Chile and Argentina. And these drumlins here are very straight, indicating a very fast water current. And you can see that the front of these these mounds are here, drumlins rather. You can see the front. So that, since they're a streamlined shape, that means that the water current went this